Hannah, let's say if you lost everything, God forbid, and nobody knew who you were, what would you do in the next 90 days to get back on track, start generating revenue, and start developing a foundation for a successful online business?
Okay, it's a great question. So what I would do, this is what I teach people when, like, if they can't come up with a business idea. So first of all, I would start looking around for problems. Like, what do I find really annoying? Or what do I wish existed and what didn't exist? Or what do I hear people complaining about? I would start noticing, like, there's something that annoys either me or other people. And then I would like brainstorm ways I could maybe solve that. And kind of coming up with an idea around that. So then I start with kind of, okay, here's a problem that I know exists. I know that people want to get rid of, and there's currently no good solution for this. So then I think about, okay, then what kind of people would pay for this solution? Who does it annoy most? Who's got most to lose by this problem existing and got most to gain by it going away? So I'd look at something like that. And then I would look at ways that I could like own a niche in that. So like the worst, when I ask people like, who's your target audience? The worst answer anyone could give is, oh, it's everyone or anyone. Like you have to find a niche. So within that, I'd be like, who are the people that have most to lose by that problem carrying on, not getting a solution to it? To find those people. And then I would work out how am I going to bring my solution to life? How am I going to actually solve for these people? Like physically, kind of how does it happen? What platform, if it's online or in the real world, how do I get it to these people? And then I would start planning. I'd do a business plan. So I always think the business plan, even if you're not getting finance, is a really good structure around a business, because a business plan looks at all the kind of the important elements of a business. Do you what's your kind of executive summary? What people do you need? What money do you need? What money might you earn? Like, what marketing have you got in place? Like, it makes you think of everything, and it finds the holes in your thinking. Because like, if you've got everything else right and you're like, oh, I can't work out how it's going to make money, or if you can't work out how it's going to make money right now, you have to solve that problem. There's no point. What we did was the wrong thing. You don't go to market with a business that doesn't make money. So I would fill in a business plan. And then I would make a plan of action based on that business plan. So how do I roll this out? And I like kind of chunking back. So I'd go, okay, so in 9 months' time, or 90 days' time, I want to be here. This is what I want to be doing. I want to be selling. And then how do I chunk back from that? So let's say 90 days' time, I'm turning over like $1,000 a month. Maybe that's my kind of goal for 90 days. And then so coming back from that, if I'm turning over $1,000 in 90 days, where do I need to be in 80 days? And then where 70 days, and track back from that till I get to today. And then when I get to today, all I've got to do is, if I've got that right, I just follow the steps forward. I go, right, okay, so day 1, come up with pricing. Easy. Day 2, write a marketing plan. Okay. Day 3, start building a website, because you don't build a website in a day. But that's what I would do. I would set my goal for 90 days. I would chunk back to where I am today, use my marketing, my business plan as a structure. I've got a business idea. I've got my problem, solution, and audience. Make sure I focus on a niche, and then I would start work from there.
Hannah, and can you go into more details on specifically what you think you would do? I know it would probably require more research based on who you want to target, but just from top of your mind, what works now?
Okay, so for me, obviously I know the online world. I know it really well. So I would do what I'm doing now, but I would niche much more down. So I would go to something like, okay, so like, let's say is Twitter, for example, or LinkedIn. I'd probably choose LinkedIn actually, because I think that's a platform people are using for business kind of much more now. So I would say, okay, I am going to help people to set up a brilliant profile that's going to get them, build their brand, get them noticed, win them business on LinkedIn. And I would not only that, but I would teach them how to market that profile. How do you engage with people on there? How do you find people? How do you get people to notice you? What kind of content should you be putting out? How often should you put content out? So I would set myself up as a specialist on LinkedIn, and I would start from today. I would be researching myself to kind of find out what, I've got what I know works, but also what's best practice, what are other people saying? What are other people kind of saying might happen in the future? How can I kind of see where things are going? And I would also use it organically myself, because I think if you're a native user of a platform, you can kind of like, it's not, when I was using Twitter all the time, I never had to worry about algorithm changes because I could see it happening. I was on the platform, I could see it evolving. So I could second guess it. So I would be using LinkedIn, also to establish to my niche that I was really good at it. But I also would, rather than just go, hey, anyone who wants to use LinkedIn, I would find a sector. So for me, I might do online businesses or advertising creatives. Because I know that those two things I know, and I would choose one audience and I would just put content out for them and I'd only talk to them. Because if you are in that small audience, if you're an advertising creative or you're an online entrepreneur, and there are lots of people talking about helping you with LinkedIn, but one person only helps people in your industry, then who are you going to go to? It's that person. Even if they charge more, you want the specialist, not the generalist. It's like, like you're going to doctor. If you've got like headaches, you don't go to a general practitioner, you go to a neurologist. A neurologist is going to know more. So I would set myself up as a LinkedIn specialist for, let's say, advertising creatives. And I would establish my expertise. I would start talking to these people. I would give lots of great content. I would let myself be known initially before I start putting out any kind of paid content. Let them think, wow, Hannah just knows so much. She's a real expert. She's generous. She's really enthusiastic. She's knowledgeable. I trust her. And then I would start putting out like kind of my lead magnets. I'd get people onto my website, start building a relationship there, emailing them. And then I would probably survey them and go like, hi guys, like I'm thinking about putting together some training around this to help you get kind of even better at it. Can I just find out what specifically what problems you most struggle with? So I would find out, because we always make assumptions. I always do this. Like, remember, like even like a couple of years ago, I created a new course on how to build an online course. I'm doing courses for years, help people do it for years. And I might assumed at that time that everyone wanted help with marketing. That was the thing that they were going to say. When I put the survey out, everyone wanted help with building. They didn't know how to structure it. And that was a big thing. So I would put a survey out, find out more about people, and then go and create the course that the survey said they really wanted. And then I would go out with that.